Hey YouTube, it's me guys, it's Zevadar here. How are you guys doing today? Today, bringing us another fantastic Battlefront update. This time we are talking about the Death Star DLC. So originally, DICE came out and announced that they were going to be releasing 4 total DLCs, and we've already seen 2 of them. The third one is the Death Star DLC, and then the 4th one will be to be announced. So we've already gotten the Outer Rim, and we just got the Cloud City one. The 3rd one is the Death Star, which we will be getting more information on in literally probably 2 or 3 weeks from when I'm making this video. Now, why do I say that? Great question. Battlefront has been confirmed to be at the upcoming Star Wars Celebration event in Europe that is being hosted from July 15th to July 17th. And now, while this event goes on, many games are going to be noticed and announced, such as Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR, as many people know it, some Star Wars, Battlefront, obviously, like I said. There'll also be some sneak peeks into Star Wars: The Clones. I believe that's what the show is called. I'm still stuck on the Clone Wars animated series. I'm slowly getting through that too, so that's a great show if you guys haven't seen it already. But the Death Star DLC, I can already predict a couple maps. I can predict a couple game modes. I can predict a couple maps for Fighter Squadron. But then again, I think everyone can. If you guys have seen the movies, we all know that famous scene as the Millennium Falcon slowly approaching the Death Star, and Luke goes, you know, what's that moon? And Obi-Wan goes, that's no moon. That's a spaceship or a battleship or something. And then they slowly go into the ship and whatnot, and the Death Star and Princess Leia and yada yada yada. You guys know the rest. Anyway, so I can totally see Fighter Squadron having a map outside of the Death Star. So you're fighting right outside the Death Star. I can also see a Fighter Squadron map on the Death Star. So that one I need to explain a little bit. If you guys remember, in the first time they blow up the first Death Star, once it's all complete and whatnot, they really have this battle like in the trenches of the Death Star. So if you guys think of what the Death Star is, it's like this giant globe with kind of a trench as an axis. I know, as a horizontal axis around the Death Star, it's like a trench, and they were fighting inside there. So that'd be really cool to have a Fighter Squadron map, incorporating that somehow, and having the turrets blasting at people and whatnot. Very cool idea. I hope that they will incorporate into the new DLC. But anyway, guys, so again, we will probably have a giant Fighter Squadron battle in space. So again, we've had like Cloud City Fighter Squadron maps and whatnot, and you know, Hoth and whatnot, but that's all in the sky. That's not really in space. But this one I can totally see being in space with a Death Star like right there in your face. So hopefully that happens. As well as I can totally see such maps being, I know in Battlefront 2, back for the PS4, sorry, Battlefront 2 for the PS2, they had the Death Star prison cells as a map, so I can definitely see that map coming back. I can definitely see the Death Star hangar bay, where you know, obviously all the TIE fighters are, obviously all the troop transports and all that good stuff, all the ships. That's where they're planted. I can totally see that being a map as well. Unfortunately, I can't really see how Walker Assault or the bigger maps like Supremacy or Turning Point will be incorporated into such a small and enclosed Death Star. But, you know, Battlefront has surprised me in the past. That's what I said about Walker Assault on Cloud City, and I was wrong. So I'm very excited to see what they have to announce here in 2 or 3 weeks. And make sure you guys subscribe to this channel to stay up to date to the latest Battlefront content, as we will be covering that like there is no tomorrow. And it will all be good stuff. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the upcoming Death Star DLC. If you guys believe that, you know, the Fighter Squadron maps actually will happen, where else you guys might want to see, you know, some battles going on and whatnot, and all that good stuff. Top box is the previous video, which actually is a Bespin DLC update video. So that goes over a bunch of really cool things in terms of the new update, and some tweaking, some nerfing, some buffing, and all that good stuff. A lot of heroes versus villains game mode tweaks, so definitely check that out, guys, if you guys haven't already. Bottom box is a mystery video like always. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, and let the force be with you always.